My heart is in.
Alright, what's up YouTube? This is BoxingWave. Let's talk Gary Russell Jr. win against Jhonny Gonzalez. Very, very impressive win, okay? Gary Russell needed a win like this so bad, okay? Because now he's a champion at featherweight, WBC title. He took it away from Jhonny Gonzalez. Gonzalez was not his last, so I think his last fight was against Jorge Arce. And he beat Abner Mares, okay? Undefeated Abner Mares knocked him out. So this is a big win for Gary, okay? He beat a veteran. It was a big, big win. This is a fight he wanted for a while, too. I think it's been like 3 years now since Gary Russell been trying to get a fight with Jhonny Gonzalez, all right? I don't know if it was before he was the champion or not, but he's been wanting to fight Jhonny Gonzalez for a while now. I think even Abner Mares. Okay, so now let's get one thing straight, and I noticed this, I was tweeting last night during the fights, and everyone is taking the shine off of Gary Russell's win and giving Lomachenko all this praise because he clearly beat Gary Russell, all right, pretty much shutting him out. And no one's giving Gary Russell his credit, and I think that's unfair. I think Lomachenko's has potential to be a very, very great fighter. Has potential. Okay, but let's not take away from Gary Russell's win. Okay, and give Lomachenko. Oh, this proves how good Lomachenko is. I know. I agree, but it's Gary Russell's moment. He won the fight. Let's give him his credit, and he won in impressive fashion. He knocked this guy out. He was dominating from the beginning. I think the first 2 rounds, Gary Russell was opening up. It was clear that Jhonny Gonzalez is way too slow. Okay, he wasn't sitting down on his punches. He wasn't stepping in with his left hook. He was just way too slow. He wasn't going to hit Gary with anything. He barely hit him with anything. Gary looked good. Gary looked like the guy that we all expected him to be. Okay, when he did fight Jhonny Gonzalez. This is why the fight probably didn't happen. This is why they didn't want to take the fight. I don't remember the timeline, like I said. I don't remember if it was this before Jhonny won the title or not, but I remember something with Jhonny wanted more money to fight Gary. All this nonsense that we see going on in boxing today. And now we see why they weren't really excited, didn't really want to take that fight. Okay, so Gary Russell looked like the fighter that we all expected him to be when he stepped up. Now, where does this leave Gary Russell? Okay, he looked good. Okay, he looked powerful and fast. Not just fast, but powerful. The Lomachenko fight, he didn't. Okay, I don't know if you want to blame it. I blame it a lot on timing. Okay, I thought Lomachenko was just more advanced as a boxer. Okay, he was a bigger fighter. He was quicker on his feet. His timing was just perfect. Okay, his timing beats speed all the time. Gary Russell was fast, but he wasn't doing anything with it. He's just standing there doing combinations real fast, and a lot of it was pity pat punches. It was really no power in his punches. Okay. I haven't watched the fight in a while. I'm probably going to go back and watch it again some point. I think I still have it saved on my DVR. But I don't think it's time for him to get that rematch. I mean, if he wants it with Lomachenko again right away, then fine. But I don't think he should jump in the ring with Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko will school him again. It was just too stretched out of a win. He beat him like every round. I didn't see any sign of Gary Russell possibly winning that fight. But I think every other fight is good. I think the Nicholas Walters fight with Gary Russell is good. Okay. I think the fight with Abner Mares would be a great fight up until it ends at some point. I think that would be a great fight. Even a fight with Gradovich. It's a Russian Mexican. That's his nickname. I think his nickname is a Russian Mexican. That would be a great fight. All these fights would be good. All these fights at 126 would be great fights. Um, Vegeta is still out there. You still got Nonito Donaire. I don't know what's up with him. I don't know if he's retiring or not, but he's still out there. So it was plenty of good fights for Gary Russell Jr. You know, Lomachenko, if he wants to rematch, listen, take the rematch. You know, he feels that he didn't go into the fight mentally prepared or whatever. He was very tired and extremely fatigued. If he wants to rematch, then get ahead. But me personally, I think he has a better chance of winning every other fight at 126 before beating Lomachenko. Because Lomachenko just totally outclassed him, in my opinion. Styles make fights, and I think Gary Russell just having the speed just wasn't enough for Lomachenko. I don't know what Jhonny Gonzalez is going to do. He's up there in age. He's been around for a while. I'm just not sure what he's going to do at this point. I don't see a rematch being possible. You know, if he wants to go and if Abner Maris wants to avenge his loss, then that's cool. But I really don't know what to expect for Jhonny Gonzalez at this point because honestly, I really don't see him beating the champions at 126. You know, the fights could happen if he earns a spot, then that's cool. But I just don't see it. You know. Gary Russell is still young, and I'm still expecting a lot from him. I would like to see him fight these champions. And I don't know who he could beat. I think he could beat Abner Maris, honestly. I'm not too sure about the Axeman. Like I already gave you my opinion on Lomachenko. And Gradovich would be a great fight too. You know, I know Gradovich, the last time I seen him fight, I don't know if it was his very last fight, but I know Gradovich got in a fight recently where he didn't look so good. And a lot of people thought he lost the fight. I don't know if that was his last fight, and I forgot the guy's name. But Gradovich is a great fighter, too. He's a good action fighter. You know, he gets head in the head a lot, but he likes to go to war. You know, so that fight would be cool. So anyway, I mean, 126 is definitely popping. It's definitely a lot of good fighters, a lot of good fights to be made in the division. And looking forward to see Gary Russell, what he does now, okay? Now that he has a title, let's not go back down to fighting, you know, random fighters. Let's see what he could do against an Axeman or a Gradovich or Abner Maris, okay? And let me know what you guys think. Leave comments and make sure you hit subscribe.